Welcome to Legally Everywhere, where we are what?
Genocidal is your dictatorship turning on your own people, and your dictatorship. You have sponsored terrorism throughout the region.
All right, it's a good time out. Let's take a moment to give Lawrence a chance to speak, because he's been waiting patiently. Lawrence, if the US would not accept those kinds of Iranian conditions to end the conflict, what are the options open? You're somebody who has obviously a military background and experience. Does the US move up the escalation ladder? What are the next steps up the escalation ladder?
I don't know if you heard Senator Blumenthal the other day, but he was absolutely apoplectic when he came out of the intelligence briefing about possible ground troops on the ground in Iran. That would be an absolute disaster. It would make Iraq and Afghanistan combined look like a cakewalk.
Do you think that's serious?
Where we could we could go there. Trump has said things like that. And I'm hearing the rumors from the Pentagon that they are contemplating using ground forces. This would be the ruin of the region and our presence there. We would never be invited back, as it were. But let me just say one thing in particular. I'm speaking on behalf of the Iranian people who are dying under our bombs. I'm not speaking in behalf of the regime. And I'm speaking on behalf of the American people who, in poll after poll now, register such majorities as 75% of them, including many Republicans and many MAGA Republicans, who are opposed to this war for very different reasons, but nonetheless they're opposed. They're right, and the rest are wrong.
Adolfo, let's let Lawrence finish the thought, Adolfo. I'll come back to you. Go ahead, Lawrence.
And we're not going to get out of it in one piece.
Okay, and I'll give you a chance to come back in then, Adolfo.
Yeah, this is the man that just spoke, who was working for the administration that put ground troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. This is the man that supported all the wrong
policy. So I should know how much a mistake it was, shouldn't I?
Well, this is the man who's this was the man who worked for chief of staff who lied to the United Nations. Now, here is the reality of what is going on. Iranian people, Iran has been behind terrorism throughout the region. It is killing its own people, and it is a threat to world security. And President Trump's strategy is to neutralize it. What will come next is up to the Iranian people. And that's been very clear.
All right, I think you've made that. We've got a brief minute left, so I want to give Fuad a chance to come back on this. Fuad, in 60 seconds.
These people live in pipe dreams. Iranians are more united than ever. They are coming to the streets every night in millions. This is what Netanyahu asked them to do. But they're coming and shouting against Netanyahu and Trump and people like your other guests that are warmongers. Iran has
Is Iran not also shooting itself in the foot with the moves we've seen at the United Nations Security Council? A lot of countries lining up against Iran.
It's sad. Iran did not want to see this. They need to blame Trump and Netanyahu for starting this war.